The key is, here's the key. The more of his biceps you can put on Instagram, the higher the like count. The like count goes up when the guns are out. Tech tip for the day. That is a fact, actually.
What we've got going on today is set up for our boot camp. And so the idea was a lot of church technicians have only ever worked in the church, and they've never had a chance to get out like on a live rig, run a festival circuit or something. That's where most of us got our start, and that's where we learned a lot of the tips and tricks that we now utilize when we're working in churches. So we just figured, why not recreate that festival setting, but in a more safe educational way where people can really get their hands on gear, talk with our techs about what we're doing and the processes we use to get great results all the time. So the guys are just setting up right now. We're gonna have full PA, full lighting rig. We're gonna have a front of house desk and a monitor desk so that the sound techs who are joining us from Kansas City this week can get a chance to get their hands on the gear and actually use it.
Yeah, so we got two consoles. One is gonna be primary to mix front of house, and we'll have another one on the back that's gonna be for monitoring world. So in-ears, musicians, whatever need they want. So right now I'm just hooking them together.
And then Friday we'll actually have a live band in here. We'll mic everything up and run a whole show. It's gonna be a really good time.
Boot camp, Mike. Hey, 1, 2. What if I actually started all these guys with boot camp with doing like some burpees? Guys, we're gonna do squat before we do anything else. We're gonna load up 225. You're gonna have to get down and do some squats.
We're just hoping to really expound some of the knowledge and the experience that we have over the years to really share with these church guys who don't have the opportunity to be hands-on in different production scenarios. So we're just creating a scenario, having some good times and just hanging out. We're breaking bread and we're talking some super technical stuff. We're talking some real world applications.
My hope for sound and church training this weekend is just to not only learn more about some of the nuts and bolts of audio engineering, but also, since I'm the creative arts pastor, just to be able to know the best way that I can communicate and serve my teams.
We're talking about industry standard things that these guys can take with them back to their church, back into their team, to bring the production experience in their house of worship to the next level. If you guys need anything from us, just holler, because really, like, we're a resource for you guys. We want to be an extension of what you guys are doing at the gathering, and so we are here for you.
I've really been looking forward to this, to be able to kind of bring more to the whole worship experience at our church. I'm really hoping to walk away with not only having more knowledge, but being able to create a much better experience for everybody.
We are talking and listening to people who really have a different way of thinking about sound.
The real sound guy is going to be like it's not going to be creating anything. It's going to be very much like pulling what's there out so you can experience it.
You can have all this crazy, nerdy, techie knowledge up here, but then if you can apply intuition and a personality to match that, combine them together, that's a really good sound guy.
Yeah, because I wanted to punch through. I don't want it to.
I've loved the atmosphere. Everyone is so helpful and great teachers. You can tell they have a passion for this, and that just seeps out of their words and everything we've been listening to. It's been awesome.
It's amazing how this team has so much knowledge of different aspects, and yet they all flow really well together. They work together as a team, and they are not afraid to share everything about everything that they do, whether it be relationally or mechanically. They share it all.
If you find yourself on EQing, trying to cut multiple frequencies across every microphone, what we're trying to do is just create a uniform language that's simple, that's repeatable, that's easy to understand, that doesn't take a whole lot of difficulty to process, but is something that we can easily speak to others, that can be replicated, that can be picked up quickly.
So what's great is we've been building to a moment, and now the band, which is us, is going to play, and they're going to be able to take everything they've learned today and apply it. And then at the end of today, they'll be able to go back and apply these things at their church. So it's just really exciting.
I mean, this is an atmosphere of expectations, you know. We are finally doing something that we've been dreaming about for a year. It's like when we come together and we have technicians and worship leaders, and tonight we're just literally gonna lead worship for them so they can see it, they can hear it, they can take notes, they can get filled. I'm looking forward today to play with the Sounding Church Band and actually ministry to these beautiful people that we have on house today.
Sound is one of those areas that we've refined and developed through years of experience, and we're constantly learning. That's the beautiful part about this thing, is that it is a futuristic goal. It is an always learning opportunity.
Possibly one of the greatest musical days I've ever been a part of. To be behind the board and to see talented musicians play like that is something I probably won't ever forget.
Wow. Oh my goodness. The way he was just like playing with it the whole time and making it just perfect. It was so much fun, and I learned a lot from it.
It's one thing to get to hear great musicians play music, but to be a slight part of that in some of the mix, understanding what the differences are and what changes, how they affect the entire performance, you literally feel it with every part of your being.